Hello, and welcome to the best pressure tutorial on YouTube. First, we need to go to pressure, which is located in the machine room. Now, when you get here, you will find two machines that look like this. Now, these machines use canisters. And as you can see, some have spawned like this. Our job is to find the other ones. These will be located in storage. As you can see, there's one right here. There will be 8 of these in total. Your job is to collect them all. You may want to recruit somebody to help you collect these, because as you can see, it takes a very long time. So, you've collected all your canisters now. But now we need to know what to do with them. To know what to do with them, you need to know how this machine works. So the pressure machine is actually a greater than and less than task. And a little bit of division or multiplication, depending on which way you want to swing. What happens is, this machine has 2 power levels. We have 50% and 100%. 50% is 50% of the power. 100% is 100% of the power. Power in this case technically being pressure, but I'm going to keep using electrical terms because it's easier. Because of that power, these numbers need to match up with these slots. These slots are randomized every game. You won't know which ones are which. So you have to have an order and which way you put the canisters. That order will be yellow, 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 red. Or you can be yellow, yellow, red, yellow. I just, consistency-wise, yellow, 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 red. Now, let's break out into annotation, understand why. Hypothetically, let's say this is a 1, 2, 3 slot machine. Actually, let's move this up. 1, 2, 2, 3. And these are going to be the values at 100%. So these are the 100% values. But at 50%, you're obviously going to have half of these values. This is going to be 0.5. Here, put the 0 there just to make it easier. The 1, and this is going to be a 1.5. Now, because we have these two numbers, this is what makes things confusing. Because this would end up being a 0.5, a 1, 1, and 1.5 machine. The numbers are the 100% numbers, not the half numbers. So, remember when I was talking about order? Because we don't know, like I said, we don't know this top order, and we don't even know the bottom order yet. We have to figure that out. If you don't get these numbers right, if one, or if the number isn't greater than the slot or equal to, it will explode. So, since 1 is 1, let's say we put a 2 on our 1 slot. Actually, that would be here. So, 2 on our 1 slot. Or we put a 3 on our 1 slot. Obviously, nothing's going to happen, because these are both greater than the slot requires. But this, as this is our 3 slot, if we put a 1 here, even on half power, 1 is not enough. So what's going to happen is the second you turn this machine on, is going to blow up at half power. Now 2 will be fine at half power because 2 is greater than 1.5. 2 is not greater than 3. So let's start our order off. We put in our 1, our 1, 1, and our 2. So what's going to happen is, like I said, this is going to explode. This will actually be fine because 1 currently matches at 50% power. And this is a waste. We don't realize it yet, but we're wasting. So this isn't going to explode, obviously. So what happens is, like I said, all of these except for you is going to be fine. So what happens is, and you're like, what the heck? So you put a 3 there because 2 wouldn't have exploded at 1.5. So that's how you automatically know it's a 3. Now, this, we're done. We don't have to worry about this anymore. We're good. Now these haven't blown up yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to 100% power now. What's gonna happen is now we're gonna have problems because 2 or 1 is no longer able to contain the power of 2. Same for here. This, once again, we're still wasting this because this 2 is obviously never going to explode. This is the 1 slot. So now, after we hit 100% in unison. So what we're going to do, because this 2 hasn't blown up yet, we're going to think to ourselves, this might be a 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this 2 and move it over. And then we're going to grab another 2 because we know that this blew up before. We're going to take one of the yellows. We're going to put it here. See if it's a 1 slot. Now what's going to happen is we're going to turn on this machine and nothing's going to go wrong. This will be completely none. Now, if you don't move this 2 and you keep this 2 here, when you go to the machine behind you, you're going to have a missing 2. You're going to need a 2. So you're going to keep having the machine explode on you until you come back over here and get your 2 back. So you always need to test the machine. If a 2 doesn't blow up, replace it with a 1. And then if it blows up, put the 2 back. But if you don't do that test, you'll never know. This machine will be wrong and you won't know it. So yeah, that's how the math works in pressure. This you'd move on to the next machine and repeat the same process. Of course, the order doesn't matter. You don't need to do yellow, yellow, yellow again. You can just stick them in any slot, but the process is the same. Okay, now that we understand how the map system pressure runs, let's do a real test. I really don't know what the order of this machine is, so we're gonna try it out. We're gonna go to half power. And we seem to be fine, which means we have no 3s on this machine. Or we have no 3s on the yellow. This could be a 3. We don't know yet. Ooh, okay. So we went to 100% and our 1 blew out. So what that means is that this is a 1, a 1. This is either a 1 or a 2. We don't know yet, but this is definitely a 2 now. So this is a 1, 1, 2 machine, and this is either 1 or 2. So what we're going to do, like I said before, is we're going to take this 2, put it here, put this here. That way we can figure out if this is a 1 or it's a 2. We're going to go to full power now. And we are fine. See? If we didn't change out this 2, we would have been wasting a 2. Oh, wrong button. Okay. We're gonna bring this back over here. We're gonna start on our second machine. As I said before, the order doesn't really matter now. Okay, let's clear this out. Okay, so right now we're testing 3322. Now we can go to halfway power, but there's no point because we have 3s and 2s on this machine. We don't have any 1s. Nothing's gonna explode on half. We're gonna go straight to 2. Now that we know how to get our canisters and we understand pressure math, now we can work on being more efficient at it. So let's get our order started. Now, what we're gonna do differently this time, we did last time, what we did is we ran and hid. We're being cowards like this. And that is a 3. So this is one dangerous, because if you're in front, if you can see canisters, they're gonna kill you. I'm gonna die here. I might actually, I might not die here, but I'm gonna take a lot of damage. I'm gonna be almost dead standing here. Same goes with over here. If you can see canisters on a running pressure machine, you're probably gonna die. Okay, so because of that, we don't really want this to blow up ever. And the way to do that is these green lights. As you've seen from the previous, actually no, as you've seen now, these lights will flash red when there's impending explosion. So this was a red, or this was a blue. So this is gonna flash. And the thing is you can do this with 2 people. Actually, the official lockdown protocol video shows you doing this with 2 people, which I believe is actually extremely dangerous. 1, because they could be a dissonant, and 2, because you could almost kill them. So it's actually safer to do this by yourself. It's safer to do every task in the game by yourself, but you can't do every task all alone. So what you're gonna do is you can see that there is a ramp up time here. And that ramp up time is actually fast enough for you to come out here and see that red flashing light. And it's also fast enough for you to get back and stop the machine. So what you're gonna see is me do this. The hitboxes are pretty big in this game, so it's pretty easy to press a button even without looking anywhere near it. So all you have to do is pretty much you run out, you see light, you go back. You run out, you see light, go back. Now, if you do this, you're never gonna make it back. The acceleration curve on this going to 2 is a lot faster than when it goes to 1. So if I had gone out there when doing this, I would have died, because I wouldn't have had time to see the light and run back to turn off the machine. So once again, and nobody gets hurt. Now what I'll also do is I go to half again, just so I have the time. And as you can see, this red, or this yellow, and this yellow were flashing. So we're gonna do this. We're also gonna change this to a yellow, just to make sure it's not actually. Okay. Oh, now we're good, because we didn't see any flashing lights. And this was also once again a waste, so it's a good thing we switched that to a yellow. Because otherwise we would have had non-stop problems over here. This is my lucky order. Maybe we'll get it first try. Actually, I'd hope we don't, because it makes this tutorial harder. We run out. Whoa. Saw that. Gotta make sure you. Oh. Press the wrong button. Gotta make sure you can see that, because you can stand here and you won't really be able to see that light flashing. So you gotta make sure you come far enough out where you can see all the lights. Or like I said, get a good angle where you can see them all. Because like there, I can't see the first one. I might die without knowing it. So yeah, once again, flashing red, turn the machine off. Go to half, just to give us more time. Oh, flashing red again. Or flashing, yeah, flashing red, I was right. Now, we didn't see two flashing red, so this is going to be right this time. Otherwise, you know, it would have been fine. Or it would have been flashing, so we already knew that that was going to be safe that run. So yeah, that was my pressure tutorial. Thanks for watching. In conclusion, remember, if yellow pops off on 50, replace it with a 3. If 2 doesn't pop off on 100%, try a 1. If it pops off, well, put the 2 back, and you're all good. Thank you for watching.